Begin? Broadcast? Humble Among Broadcast System number 203. Shouts out to Can't Spells, first in the chat other than me. What's up, homie? I will get to be recording that soon. I haven't recorded anything since I got back from Texas there. I haven't recorded a damn thing since I got back from Texas. Need to get back on that grind. Need to get back on the video grind. Need to get back on a lot of grinds. Hey, whoop whoop. Shouts out to everybody pulling up. Make sure you share the link out on your social media platforms if you feel like doing so. I don't want to twist your arm or anything, but it helps me out tremendously when y'all share the shit out. So, yeah, because it gets in other people's algorithms and all that good shit. So if you feel like sharing it out, share it out. If you don't, then don't. Yeah, you still alienated, Ashhole. Look at that. Speaking of alienated, there's a Twitch stream we did about a month back of me watching and critiquing heavily some of these influencer Gathering of the Juggalo vlogs. That's up now. There's an unboxing video I uploaded yesterday, and it premiered this morning. Yeah, I have a blunt rolled already, and I have a couple of songs I'm going to play to open this up. So let's play a couple of songs and smoke if you got them type beat, or roll it if you got them for the show. Let me find where I put the songs. All right. I'm going to play you a Boogie Woogie Woo dubstep remix by BVDA. You can find this on SoundCloud. Oh, get out of here with the making me register bullshit. I ain't registering.
At Walgreens, we know hearing flu info year after year can be a downer.
Sweet.
What's never
at
a downer.
Walgreens. Cool. Well, I muted that while Walgreens ad plays. Not a sponsor, by the way. Thanks, Walgreens. Get the fuck out of here. Start free trial my ass. All right. It's a vaccine ad, too. Did y'all get vaxxed? I got vaxxed. I had to. Get out of here. All right, we'll run that back. All right. No more ads? Is it going to play another ad when I hit play again? It might. Got another one. I'm going to let this Hocus Pocus one play too, because it just auto-played. I hope it would. Hey, let's see clowns in the chat, please. Let's clown signal in the chat, please. SoundCloud, Anthony SoundCloud. These are, this is by, hold on a second. I'll show you again. This is by BVDA. That was the Boogie Woogie Woo one that played. Then Hocus Pocus played. But both of these remixes are by BVDA, in case you were curious. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Humble Among here. Back with a proper HABS. I was waiting, hoping that a special package would arrive with some new equipment in it before I did this stream. That package is still not here. It is still not shipped. So I didn't want to wait another week plus with all of these notes that I have. This is 203, but the notes I have in the notes for this episode are quite extensive. They were 202 technically. So yeah, we're going to be talking some stuff that's like 3 weeks old. So bear with me if you're like, hey, this motherfucker talking about some old ass shit. I got some new shit to talk about too, god damn it. Okay. So we played 2 dubstep remixes. I'm going to play you another dubstep clip real quick. Let's see. Hopefully this works how I'm gonna. Hopefully I can be quick enough. All right. So this is a funny clip. I think this is real. This is some interesting. This is some crazy preparation. If this isn't real, hold on. Make this bigger for y'all real quick. So y'all can see what's going on here, because this fella, make it a little bigger. This fella is DJing at what is either his grandmother's or his mother's funeral. This is, I think, real. All right? And get ready. Strap on your headphones.
Rest in fucking peace, Doris!
Yeah, rest in peace, Doris. My favorite part is how his headphones goes flying off. Y'all want to run that again? I know you do. I know you do.
Rest in fucking peace, Doris!
The lady that gets up and leaves too. That's good shit, man. So yeah.
Rest in fucking peace, Doris!
Alright. And I'm not gonna do it a third time. Shouts DJ out, not real, bro. That's out. Oh, so it is a fucking fake, man. I was so hoping that might have been real. Man, I was so hoping that might have been real. Will is saying that is Aldo, DJ Aldo. Is that like a known pranker or comedy dude or something? Not known to me. I bought that shit. I wanted that shit to be real. Oh man. Oh well. I wanted it to be real so bad. Yeah. Rest in fucking peace to Doris. Positive vibes. I meant to do this on back when this was 202, but I changed the notes. Positive vibes to Frankie Goldie. Hope you're doing good, homie. He had a bit of a scare recently. Hopefully he's doing good. Yeah. Frankie got to take care of his health type beat. Hopefully he's doing good though. Just wanted to send some positive vibes out to Franklin. Charlie Kirk conspiracies going wild, y'all. Specifically Charlie Kirk killer conspiracies. I think on the last stream I did, I talked a little bit about this Charlie Kirk shit. I think I said on that stream that his killer had previously debated Charlie Kirk. I think that might have been incorrect information. I think that was information I saw posted when there's still a lot of finger pointing and them trying to figure out who the killer is, who the shooter is, or who to put the blame on. Because, boy, have these conspiracy theories been going wild. I've seen, like, allegations of AI figures running on the roof. They're making up the Discord messages. They're making up the roommate messages. I've seen all kinds of shit. Joe Rogan talking about how the gun looks too new to be a World War. Because what was it supposed to be a World War I gun from the dude's grandfather? Yeah, lots of interesting conspiracy theories, but they had a new site on it. That, and I don't know how much of a gun dude that kid was, but he would have to at least know something about shooting, right? to make that shot, one shot. I don't know, man. There's a lot of weird conspiracies floating around, but I mean, whenever something like this happens, you're gonna get a lot of conspiracies. I just want to quickly reiterate my opinion on Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk obviously was a bigoted person. I think people saying like, oh, he wasn't that bigoted. I mean, I mean, let's stop it. He did say bigoted shit. But that doesn't mean that dude deserved to die. I've seen a lot of people like celebrating his death and shit. Don't play into that, please. It's so like disgusting. Regardless of like someone's bigoted opinions, he was someone who gave the opposition a platform. And even if he was just trying to self-serve, and it was a very self-serving platform, and he just wanted to own people essentially. And even if his people looked for people that he could own very easily at a lot of these debates, he still gave his opposition a platform. And it's you don't want to see anybody get murdered over their damn sorry, Ashel. You don't want to see anyone get murdered over their damn stupid political opinions, and you don't want to see anyone get murdered for being a mark. Because that's the thing I keep going back to with this whole thing. That dude got killed for being a mark for a fucking politician. And that's really fucking sad. He was a mark for a politician that could not care less about him. A politician who couldn't care enough to even do his own statement about it. He had to do his statement with AI because he was too busy golfing. I mean, and that's the man that Charlie Kirk died for. That man couldn't even fucking and the same man is hugging on your wife now at your memorial service and like humping damn near on your wife, fucking on your wife at your memorial service. And you died for that, man. That's truly fucked up and tragic. That's the story that I got out of this whole Charlie Kirk thing. And I just want to reiterate, like, I don't think it's healthy for anyone. I mean, I just don't think it's healthy for anyone, regardless of your opinion, political opinion, to be celebrating someone's death like that. Anyway, I really echoed. I think Shaggy said it best on that episode of the Shaggy Show where he addressed it. I almost made a video about it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. The whole thing is just so fucked up. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly talk about some of the conspiracies. I saw someone say, let's see. Can we skip this, bro? Yeah, my bad, Will. I just wanted to talk about it again because it's something that I can't stop thinking about how he died being a mark. You know what I mean? I just can't stop thinking about that part. Shit, I'm looking for this other comment I saw. Oh, fucking, I cannot find that comment. I mean, hopefully someone didn't delete it. There was another comment about a conspiracy I wanted to talk about, but I can't find it. Yeah, Epstein. That's the other thing I want to talk about, this whole Charlie Kirk thing. My brain immediately when something like this goes and happens, like I can't help but think about the stuff that happened leading up to the Charlie Kirk assassination. The Epstein files were released again. It was the same files that have already been released, even more heavily redacted than before, even more blacked out pages than before. But hey, they can at least say that they were released. We released these things that we couldn't decide if they existed or not over and over again. Heavily redacted. Trump's Epstein birthday card message came out, which, Trump's is just a weird pervy poem with a drawing of a silhouette of a naked lady, and the words are going down her body, and then he signs where her pubic hair would be. Nothing crazy, but there's some other crazy shit in there. There's literally like a cartoon that like allegedly would depict Epstein grooming people. I don't know, man. There was a UFO hearing also last 2 weeks ago, I guess now. 3 weeks ago, where this UFO deflected a Hellfire missile. I haven't shown this on here, so if you guys have not seen this by some miracle, Let me show you. I'm sure everybody's seen this at this point. But some of y'all only get probably your UFO bullshit through here. So maybe some of y'all haven't seen this. So this was shown like in Washington, right? So check this out. So this thing flying is a UAP, a UFO, a drone, or whatever you want to call it. They don't really know what it is. But watch this thing that comes in the frame and I think hits it and deflects off of it. It doesn't explode. It's a Hellfire missile, so it should explode when it hits what it hits. It doesn't explode. It bounces off of it, it seems, and then 3 identical things come flying out of this thing. Watch this. See, that's where it hits, and then it like bounces. You can see like stuff flying off of it, which I've seen other analysis of it. Like those are here. Here's a close up of it. Yeah, you see those little 3 things that kind of pop off. Very weird. Very weird. So that got released in Washington. I've seen some other scans of that. Like some people have played around with the fucking dust bunnies on the damn microphone or some shit on my forehead. Some people have played around with the coloring on that, and you can really see how those 3 things that fall out of it after it gets hit are exactly the same size. That's really fucking weird. I don't know how much you guys know about this other thing. I mean, so much weird shit happened in the last 3 weeks. This 3-eye atlas thing. I think I talked about it on here before. Avi Loeb, Harvard scientist, physicist, something. Smarty Pants. Harvard Smarty Pants Avi Loeb, who previously called this interstellar object Amora a spaceship, or speculated that it could be a spaceship. This other object that is coming to our solar system, this 3-eye atlas, he also speculated could be a giant spaceship of some kind. Now, this story has gotten even weirder since I started taking notes about it. This 3-eye atlas. So check this out. I have a link. Is this something about this? Hold on. Oh, yeah. So check this out. So first of all, it turned green. It changed colors. So check this out. You see that green dot? That's it. So it changed colors on September 7th. From red to green blue. That's a little weird, right? It changed fucking colors. All right, so 3-eye atlas also has been changing course very slowly. It's barely missing Mars, but it's changing course very slowly. Every 17 minutes off of the tail of this thing, there's a pulse or burst. I'm not making this up either, by the way. This sounds like a bit that I'd be doing. There's a pulse or a burst off of the tail of this thing, and it changes its trajectory ever so slightly, every 17 minutes. Very weird, huh? Very strange. NASA also announced that they found signs of life on Mars. They found this rubble, this metal that essentially had some spots on it, some like leopard spotting, it looked like to me in the picture that I saw, that indicated, the way I think it was broken down was, it indicated that a process was used on this metal that had to have been, like someone did this. Someone did, like, this reaction to the metal would only have happened to a processed metal, is from what I understand. So NASA announces that. This is all before Charlie Kirk got offed, by the way. I just want to point that out. Then Charlie Kirk gets popped in Utah. No one cares about that shit anymore. I don't know, man. That's my big, I think maybe Charlie Kirk, now this is purely speculation. This is Humble Among's Conspiracy Corner. I think Charlie Kirk died to get people to stop talking about some of this shit for at least a month. I don't know. What do you think? Chat, what do you think? Also, oh yeah, fucking Roswell shit. Oh my God. There's even more. So this is after Charlie. There's a UFO. Hold on. There's so much shit here. I have a video of a UFO at Charlie Kirk's shooting. Hold on a second.
There. It looks like it's quite far away back there, and then all of a sudden it's right here, you know? I feel like it was traveling quite fast and the camera just moves with it, which is why we get quite a bit of it on camera in that moment, because the camera's moving left with it. So anyway, like, I continue watching. And then that happens, and
now, if you guys remember, there was a UFO or a couple of UFOs at Trump's shooting.
It's just a black flicker, guys. And this is typical Dragon UAP behaviour. They just move so fast. And I look at this thing, and I speculate.
That thing's moving real fast too.
As to why it was there, just like at the Trump shooting. Look how fast it's moving,
look how fast
guys.
That's moving.
The quality is not great because, you know, it's a news camera that's showing this. It's obviously, you know, the file. If it was someone's phone, the file's been put through their system and it's grey kneaded out. Okay, so if you watch,
and you know, there's also that shit with that old guy who was at the Charlie Kirk shooting, who initially took his pants down and started screaming that he shot him and had CP on his phone and all this shit. This guy is saying he was at 9/11 and he was at the Boston bombing. And I think I saw this on a Joe Rogan clip with Anthony Santino. They ran a statistical analysis on the likelihood of someone being at all three of those very specific events, and it was like next to impossible. So I don't know if he was, you know, obviously your brain goes to, well, obviously he's just full of shit. He's lying about all of he wasn't at either of those things, but I don't know. I wanted to bring that guy up too because it's interesting. He, you know, the center of attention of it all. Like, so a Roswell, this is fucking crazy. Roswell video was found in the National Archives. Before we get to this, I got to get through a couple of things I wanted to promo that I know are in the stack before we get to this alien dead body. I'm about to show you, allegedly, purely speculation. I'm about to show you an alien dead body, all right? Get ready for it. But before we get to that, I want to promo Siggy the Sicko. Has a new EP called Everybody's Sicko. And I have a song called Kill Shot, or Kill Switch on there. Go check that out. That is on all your streaming gimmicks now. My homie Cyrus G has an EP called Just Visiting. I'm on 2 tracks on there. Go check that out. All right, there's the alien dead body. All right. Now, before we get to this, can you see that? Now, this is allegedly, that's an image, allegedly from Roswell that someone found in the actual National Archives, right? Now, this is real. I'm bringing you to the National Archives right now. This is a real thing. Hold on, let me make that smaller so you guys can see the National Archives page. So someone found this in the National Archives. It's called the Roswell Incident. It's from, it looks like B-roll. It looks like B-roll from a documentary crew that's just filming documents, right? And one of the documents they're filming is a couple of photographs that look like photographs of wreckage. And, you know, no one's ever seen photographs of the Roswell wreckage before. So this is all new. This is all new shit for the UFO world. So this is just B-roll.
Are you nuts? Go to the discount house.
Right? You can see it's just like documentary B-roll. Like someone's talking about the Roswell report. Let's do a little zoom in, zoom out.
She wanted me to put together this
Right?
volunteer slide program and have some kind of a cutout of this little
You can even hear people talking in the background.
One more.
guardian angel
All right.
pins. It was when those first started getting popular. She wanted all of the slides of all these volunteers from every sack base to be shown through this little image of this angel.
Okay, just let that go for like.
There's no way that I
like
can tell
15
these
seconds.
PA people out there to shoot in such a format so that the picture of
Oh,
the
Jesus.
person's face is shown.
All right, I got to go to the other clip then. But as you can see, this is all just like B-roll stuff. A lot of photographs. But within there, I have to go to the other clip to make this easier so I don't have to find it. Within there is this clip. This is what we were looking for. This is the clip. This is the juice. This is the juicy part. This is allegedly the crash. You see it? It's kind of shaped like a triangle. And that's allegedly an aerial view of the crash. And you can kind of see where it like bounced, where it initially hit and then bounced. And once again, just like they're doing B-roll stuff for some UFO documentary. So they had some kind of crazy access to even get to this. Wild, right? Once again, National Archives. In the National Archives. Yeah, and like I was saying, if you look, someone was looking real closely. Now you can see in the top left of your screen there, you can see the circle. That's the full image, and you see that circled little thing that looks, I mean, straight up kind of looks like an alien body, right? And then you can, in the lower corner below the alien body, you can see someone has kind of drawn around the outline of the craft itself. I don't know, that kind of looks like a dead alien, though. That I can see the craft and I can see the dead alien. Now, is this real? If it's fake, why is it in the National Archives? It's a pretty good fake to be in the National Archives. That's weird shit, right? With all of these other like official documents and shit, where did that photo even come from? I don't know, man. So, anyway, I think I'm not skipping anything. Hold on, I just got to backtrack. There's so many notes in here. I just don't want to make sure I want to make sure I don't skip anything. King Cobra JFS, rest in peace. His autopsy came out. Says he died of a heart attack. Rest in peace to Josh Saunders, King Cobra JFS, right behind me there. Josh also had a memorial service of sorts on his YouTube channel that his father hosted, and several of his family spoke during. I have not watched that. I probably will end up watching it at some point. Maybe I'll watch it on stream on Twitch or something. But yeah, that fucking video I showed y'all of his dad making the announcement, like, that shit was really rough. That shit was really hard to watch, and I had to watch that once by myself and then once with y'all, and that was rough. That was really rough. The Burning Man murder victim was identified. I haven't checked to see if there was any updates with this, but I think we did talk about this on here. And at Burning Man, how Moshe Kasher allegedly murdered a man. 37-year-old Vadim Kruglov, a Russian who was reported missing, allegedly killed with a Bowie knife. I haven't seen or checked for any more updates on that case. There's probably been something, I would imagine. Rajah Jackson arrested, the guy who beat the shit out of that wrestler, Psycho Stu. I don't even think we showed the clip on here because it's too violent. Maybe I did show it. I don't know. But anyway, you can find it, the clip of that dude beating the shit out of him. He was arrested. I don't know what the charge was. This is really interesting. Set the wrestling world ablaze on Twitter here. Michael Filippo, I think is how you say his name. Director of Talk to Me and Bring Her Back. He's an A24 artsy-fartsy horror director, right? He had a death match, a wrestling death match in Mexico, and it's sparked a couple of people to, let me see here, sparked a couple of people on Twitter, specifically Gail Kim, to talk some shit about, this is a GCW show too, I believe, a GCW collab show, I think it was. But yeah, check this spot out. This spot is fucking crazy, and it's gonna be part of this deathmatch documentary that A24 is doing. I don't know when that's coming out, but definitely interested in as fuck in an A24 deathmatch documentary. I got my Twitch chat still open on here. Let me put the chat on here for y'all. My bad, y'all. Okay, let me hit the play on this again. Watch this shit. Oh. Freaking Enya. Enya gonna get me the copyright strike. Isn't that shit fucking crazy, though? So allegedly, and that is the director, by the way, taking that bump. I don't know if he's the one that, I'm assuming he's the one that took the bump, because I don't think he knows wrestling enough to put someone through glass and whatnot that proficiently. Where is King Cobra's girlfriend? That's a good question, Triple Drips. I don't know. I think I did talk about the weird conspiracy that she allegedly had tried to poison him, but he died of a heart attack, not weird, obscure flower seed poisoning. Shit, dog. I'm all over the place. See, these notes are so scattered because now I'm going to quickly talk about Jimmy Kimmel getting canceled, his show getting canceled for doing a joke about Trump, essentially, but people saying it was about Charlie Kirk. But he's already back. I think he was back as of last night. He did a whole 20-minute long promo monologue about it. I haven't watched it yet. I'm not even that big of a fan of Jimmy Kimmel. The best thing Jimmy Kimmel ever did is make this movie Windy City Heat. He paid to make this movie Windy City Heat, which is basically an elaborate prank on a man. It's basically some OG locale shit. If you like locale shit, you need to watch Windy City Heat for sure, because Windy City Heat is like OG fucking with people. It's like I can't even explain it. They make this guy think that he's the star of a movie called Windy City Heat, and they use it as an excuse to fuck with him. Watch it. It's fucking brilliant. Anyway, so Jimmy's back, but I think Sinclair Broadcasting Syndication Company is refusing to broadcast his show on several dozen platforms, I believe it was. So, yeah, I mean, who fucking cares, really? Ben Cohen of Ben & Jerry's, some Vermont news, steps down from Ben & Jerry's board because he's not allowed to be political anymore. So he left because he wants to be political, Ben. Ben & Jerry, though, by the way, they've been sold that company. They've been not really involved with the company for 20 years or some shit. Did I see Reverend Bob Levy? Is that a Bob Levy reference? Triple drips? That just blew my mind. I saw a Reverend Bob Levy reference in the chat. Perry Caravello is the name of the guy. Does he? Yeah, he streams on Twitch. I thought he streamed on YouTube. I've seen some of his stream shits before somewhere. Must have been I think there was a documentary about Perry. Yeah, that's what it was. There's a YouTube documentary about Perry. Yeah, check out Windy City Heat for sure, and Perry Caravello of the Big Three. Definitely some hilarious shit. But yeah, Ben and Jerry's like Ben not involved with Ben and Jerry's. They both really aren't involved. They basically were on the board, from what I understand about that situation. Anyway, Elon Musk's father accused of abusing his children. No word yet if Elon is one of those children that was abused by Elon's father, but stay tuned. So I was watching Whitest Kids You Know a lot recently, and I did see Weapons, by the way. I did finally see Weapons. Weapons was dope. I want to make I think I want to make a full review video about that. I'm going to try to make full review videos about some of these things that I be watching instead of just talking about it on here, and like organize my thoughts a little bit better on this shit. But yeah, Weapons was really good, man. Once again, not over-explaining something with the story, the way they broke the story up into different people's perspective. Really good. But another Whitest Kids You Know project has still to be released. This really excited me. Whitest Kids You Know Mars, a full animated feature, will release in 2026. On Blu-ray, probably on streaming and shit too, obviously. And Trevor Moore, rest in peace, did record all of his parts before he passed away. They do have all of Trevor's lines recorded for the movie. So this will be the last official Whitest Kids You Know project about them going to Mars, I guess, or something. Very excited that there's something like there's an ending of sorts to Whitest Kids You Know. I think that's really fucking dope. I'm really excited about that. The Chair Company, new Tim Robinson show on HBO October 12th. Also excited about that. Matt Reeves. Let me talk Matt Reeves Batman 2 shit a little bit. Matt Reeves said that the Batman 2 villain will not be one who has ever been on film or in a movie before. Also confirms that it is an Elseworlds project. It's not in the DCU movie universe. But yeah, it's a villain connected to Bruce Wayne's past as well. To me, it's got to be Hush. That means it's got to be Hush, man. And I did see someone point out that Hush is actually like an Easter egg in the first one. So, I mean, come on. It's got to be Hush. My thinking, I'm going to go ahead and call it. I got Court of Owls vibes in that first one, too. So, to me, I feel like the second movie has to be Hush is involved with the Riddler. And the third movie is revealing the overlords of the conspiracy running the whole show is the Court of Owls. I think would be the way to go. Or that's the way I think they're gonna go, I should say. The AI Wizard of Oz at the Dome in Vegas broke all kinds of fucking records for, I don't know if it's live media or movies in a single venue. I don't know what records they were breaking exactly, but seems to indicate a future for AI expanded movies. And this is a concept that's really been freaking me out because I saw a Twitter post just the other day that was showing examples of shots from movies, stills from movies, pictures, single images from movies, and how AI is now able to go in that picture and basically make a multicam. Basically, from any angle in that picture, you can do basically, they were doing 360s around the models. So just going around, showing you the whole landscape around them, the whole their clothing, what it looks like from the back, and it looks damn near perfect. Really crazy what that means for the future of human creativity. I don't know, man. I try to be open-minded with the AI stuff because they say you either embrace it or you're just going to get snuffed out. But I feel like we're all just going to get snuffed out with this shit, man. I think at a certain point we have to really like hold on to human creativity, because it's going to just be wiped away. I mean, at a certain point they're going to be making all AI pictures based off of what this algorithm thinks we're going to like. And a lot of us are just going to eat up that slop, man. I don't know. Scares the fuck out of me. But yeah, they're doing really interesting stuff in the dome too, with like the hurricane thing. The tornado, they're like, blowing around wind and like pieces of paper and making it like a very gimmicky experience. And I think, I don't know, what's next? What's the next movie they do like that with? What would be a movie you would like to experience that with? I'd like to do a horror movie like that. I'd like to do a horror movie like that where you just get bathed in blood like it's a Gwar concert or some shit. Motherfucking Evil Dead? Yeah, Evil Dead might be fun to do like that. Evil Dead 2? Yeah, Evil Dead 2 might be a fun one to do like that, right? Because it's like you're outdoors a little bit. There's got to be a better one. The Thing, and you can just be cold as shit the whole time. I don't know. There's got to be another good outdoors one. Jaws, and you just drown everybody. just drown everybody in the whole fucking. All right, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go on the next thing. I've been watching Kids in the Hall after watching the Kids in the Hall documentary that came out on Amazon Prime some years back. Really good documentary. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Made me want to go and watch Kids in the Hall again, which I haven't seen in, a long ass time. Back when the DVD sets were like first coming out and shit. I haven't seen Kids in the Hall since then. I told you guys that I saw Weapons. The other thing that I saw is Channel 5's documentary Dear Kelly on DVD. And boy, that shit is good. But you know what's even better? And this is a DVD exclusive. I don't know if you can still buy these DVDs from his merch site. But if you're a physical media hoarder like me, go do that shit right now. Channel 5 merch or whatever the fuck. Tell him Humble Among sent you. I'm sure he'll appreciate seeing that. There is a commentary track. There's a commentary track on there, right? Where Andrew and Uncle Pill and his cameraman / editor, I forget his name, and then later on Saddam, all sit down and they do a commentary track. But this isn't really a commentary track. It's more like a reaction video, like a YouTube reaction video, because they just sit there and they pause anytime that Andrew has something to say about the movie. And there's some really interesting little bits of information about not only the movie, but how Andrew departed from Absolutely, a.k.a. Tim Heidecker and Eric Wareheim's company, after his documentary, This Place Rules, came out. Really spilling the tea on Tim Heidecker being the main force behind the creative censorship behind that project. The name, he wanted the name to be America Shits Himself. America Shits Itself is what Andrew wanted the name of his documentary to be. Tim Heidecker forced him to change that name. Tim Heidecker didn't want Andrew to interview Alex Jones in the documentary. One of the funniest parts of the whole documentary. Tim Heidecker didn't want him to do it. And this is incredibly disappointing to me to hear, because like I'm a big fan of Tim and Eric. I love Tim and Eric's shit. But this makes me really like, I don't know, man, like there was another thing with Tim. Fuck, man. I'm trying to remember the third thing. There was a third little censorship thing that Andrew had expressed being a big reason why he wanted to be done with that project. Oh, they made him say a bunch of lines in the director's chair. That's what it was. They made him say a bunch of like corny ass fucking lines to the camera in a very pretentious director's chair, which he hated everything about that. One of the corny lines was, I went to a Trump rally and all I got was COVID-19, but missed you at Lost Lands 2, Shape. It looked so fucking fun. It looked really fun. Yeah, I had FOMO really bad. Looking at the Lost Lands post. Because we just got back from the island, from Juggalo Island, and yeah, I was really wishing that we just driven right to fucking Ohio. I'm glad you had a good time. I fucking really wish we would have gone. Hopefully next year. Hopefully, yeah. T-Pain in the fucking crater, dog. That shit's crazy. Yeah, if you didn't know, Lost Lands went on this past weekend. That's what me and Shape are nerding out about. Well, before I talk about that, though, this is that T-shirt. So if you didn't know, Shaggy talked about this. Shaggy Two Dope on the Shaggy Show talked about this. My good friend Shaggy Two Dope talked about it on the Shaggy Show. This is a Suicide Boys shirt, Duck Boy shirt, Ruby shirt, that they released with a couple of interesting figures on it. One of them being Shaggy Two Dope himself. Shaggy not too happy about it. According to the Shaggy Show, an island boy, King Cobra, oddly enough, rest in peace to the god King Cobra. I think that's the Rizzler. Is that Lil Jon up there? I don't know who the girl is. Who's the lady above Shaggy? I don't know who that is either. Anyway, so there's that shirt. Here's this is a photo of Lost Lands. Let me get into some Lost Lands stuff real quick. This is the Whoop Whoops hiding at Lost Lands. And this picture cracked me up because they hide the dinosaurs from us from Juggalos. They hide the dinosaurs from Juggalos at Lost Lands. or at the Gathering, right? They hide all the dinos now essentially. I think only one of the Beckys was still out, right? I think one of the Bronts was still out this year, but they hid every other dinosaur this past year. And they hide the whoops on the wooks. For some reason, that shit cracked me up. Shouts out to whoever posted that on Reddit. I got that from Reddit. And so this happened last day at Lost Lands. Only for like a couple of hours too, by the way. I don't know. Shape, what did you do when this happened, dog? Where did you go? Were y'all camping? Did you just like start going back to camp and then get word that they're letting people back in and just have to turn around? Because that's what I feel like would have happened. Like we would have just started walking to camp. And then have to fucking turn around because we just got word that, they're letting people back in. Tons of employees whoop me due to my Fago Gang backpack. I'm saying, bro, like last year, so many of the motherfuckers that were working security and shit were Juggalos, for sure. I mean, you saw in the fucking doc, me going into that shit, we encountered like, 3 or 4 of them just driving in. Several times when I was going through the security last year, motherfuckers would just like kind of covertly, like kind of under their breath, hey, whoop, whoop. You know, like shouts out to those motherfuckers. Went to Marketplace. We had a hotel, but just hid out in the tunnel. I bet that tunnel was packed. Shit, I bet that tunnel was packed. Because it wasn't that long, right? It was only like, 2 hours. So yeah, they evacuated Lost Lands, I think around 4 p.m. on the last day. They put this message all over. By the way, that's main stage at Lost Lands. That's the main stage at the Gathering, but built up. Really insane looking main stage this year. But yeah, man, hey, that's dope. The watch out for Juggalos barricade was still in effect. That's dope. They don't hide that at least. But yeah, man, I really missed out on Lost Lands pretty bad. And, going to the Juggalo Island show was cool and shit. And, like, I'm glad, like, I locked in for our IDs and shit. But, man, yeah. Yeah, man. 2.25 hours for 2 lightning strikes miles away. Wow. They would never at the Gathering. Oh, man, they're trying to cover their ass with liability shit. That's pretty insane. Evacuating the whole festival. Because you can see in the picture, like, it looks blue sky. It's, like, slightly overcast. If anything, you can see blue sky. I think some people were saying it was only raining over a couple of the campsites and shit. They would never at the Gathering, man. I mean, shit. There was what? There was that lightning. There was lightning and like fucking downpour that one year when Scum and LSP were on main stage and they shut down main stage. That was like a couple years back, and then they just moved it a couple hours later. It was still raining. they just moved it to the fucking secondary stage a couple hours later and shit. Man, that shit's funny. That shit's funny. Yeah, they would never with the gathering. Oh, and I saw this a couple of people being big babies about Lost Lands. What was one of them? The funniest one I saw was this guy. I wish I had the clip of this guy. I should have put that in the notes. There was this guy who was complaining and left early because he saw the paragliders. And I'm sure you guys at the gathering have seen this too. I'm positive y'all at the gathering have seen this before, where sometimes during the day you'll see these paraglider motherfuckers like flying over the festival. You see them a lot more at Lost Lands, I feel like. You see them a lot more often and shit. But this guy saw that and was asking security what the deal is with that, and security didn't know. And then he actually went and talked to a deputy, and the deputy still didn't know, and he got freaked out. And I thought it was going to be some alleged, I don't even want to say it, terrorist attack shit. And like, I think that's what he was intimating, right? I think that he was intimating that it was a possible terrorist invasion into the festival, so he left early. Yeah, a couple of big babies. But, you know, with a big festival like that, you're going to have newbies who've never been to festivals before who, I don't know, maybe just don't know what to expect. So this is weird. Have you guys heard about this artist named D4Vid, or David, I guess it would be his name, but it's D4, the number 4 VD. I assume that's David is how you say his name. David had a Tesla that was parked in front of his mansion or his house or whatever the fuck, where he's living at in California. Got a bunch of parking tickets on the Tesla parked in front of his house. Tesla got impounded. Tesla that got impounded started stinking at the impound yard. Started smelling like there's a dead body in it even. So they opened up the trunk, and sure the fuck enough, there's a dead fucking body cut up in this dude's trunk. This is a Tesla found in front of his house, registered to him, and it seems to be a girl that he's been covertly dating, or even maybe not that covertly dating, for several years. Bunch of social media posts about it. Yeah, really insane. Seems to have been dropping hints even to him doing murder. I mean, I shouldn't even laugh about it. It's so insane, though. This is real. This is real. Yeah, they had matching shush tattoos, right? They had the shh tattoo or whatever. This is real. This is real. I don't know if they've even have they even arrested that dude yet? I think he was just on tour. I think he just had to cancel his tour. He was on tour while all of this was going on. This is fucking crazy. But yeah, stay tuned with that. I really don't know what's going to be made of that. I listened to the Tala album. I forget the name of it. It's like it's some really kind of long, pretentious name. Tala is an interesting nu metal band because with Tala, because the singer dude there is like a vocal cover guy. The thing with Tala is like there's some good parts of Tala songs where they can be truly original, but I find myself distracted with them quite often, where they just sound like they're doing sound-alikes of like, oh, this is the Linkin Park section. Oh, no, we're doing Tool now. And we're doing some Tool now. Oh, damn, a little bit of Mudvayne. Okay, we're doing some Mudvayne now. Yeah, the shit's good. I mean, I really like the shit, but I get distracted with like, oh, now he's doing this. Oh, now we're going Slipknot. Oh, this is really corny now. We're going some Korn flavor. Speaking of nu metal, though, the OGs, one of the OGs of nu metal, in my opinion, Limp Motherfucking Bizkit. I'm rocking a Limp Bizkit shirt, so let me puff out my chest a little bit. Limp Motherfucking Bizkit released a new single, Making Love to Morgan Wallen. And there's a reference to Chester from Linkin Park right in the beginning. Fucking dope song. Sounds like some shit right off of not a motherfucker. I want to say $3 bill, y'all, but that's not what I'm thinking. Chocolate Starfish. It sounds like some shit off of Chocolate Starfish to me. And very bizarre lyrics. I love the bizarre lyrics. It's fucking awesome. It is so fucking good. Check out that new Limp Bizkit song. I'm assuming a new Limp Bizkit album is coming. Sauce Mula, I still don't know how to say his name right, has a new video for a song called Trench Brazy. Go check that out. That's really dope. Dave Blunt's dissed Kanye West in a surprising turn, or maybe not so surprising turn. Infinite Cole. Now this was fucking dope. Infinite Cole dissed their father, Ghostface Killah, for being a bad father. You need to check that shit out if you have not seen it. It's called Infinite Cole is the name of Ghostface Killah's son, who I think might be non-binary / trans. Purely speculation. I do not really know. But allegedly got disowned by Ghostface. And this motherfucker went at their father hard as fuck. Really fucking hard. And I'll go ahead and say it. Might be a controversial opinion. Infinite Cole's Sweetface Killah song is harder than Ghostface's entire Supreme Clientele 2. I'll stand on that too. Supreme Clientele 2 was fucking phoned in. That motherfucker Ghostface had the nerve to say that he wants to release the MF Doom project. He has a whole project with MF Doom from back in the day, the golden era of Doom, right after he did fucking Mad Villain and I think Danger Doom era of Doom. He has a whole project recorded with Doom. He's like, I'll drop it, but I want to go back in and re-record my vocals. You want to re-record your vocals from like one of your most classic fucking time periods when you were dropping gems? Ghostface Killah is tripping, dog. He's fucking tripping. My homie Odious has a new single out now called With the Wicked. Acetone Boogie has a new music video out called Mantra of the Maniacs. That's a song that's been out for a minute. But a new music video that I think that's the one with the clips from The Gathering from the Gloom Unit Freak Off. And really slick editing. These last two Acetone Boogie videos have been really slick. I think both done by Lad Fury. Speaking of two slick-ass music videos, Will Gates dropped an EP and a music video from the homie Nick Busy for a song called Hyphy. I got a sneak peek of another song and music video called Act Like You Know. Both of these music videos are Will's best music videos. The Hyphy video is shot in Will's workplace at his actual gas station day job, which is so fresh. Yeah, really dope music video. Go check out Hyphy. He's got a new EP called The Prelude out now. That's the homie. Trash Boy Entertainment for CDs and merch and shit. Atmosphere got a new album called Gestures out. I have not gotten a chance to listen to that. Danny Brown dropped a new single called Starburst and has a new album called Starburst coming out soon. Tom Wood had to cancel that event at his ranch because I'm sure the insurance premiums were really high and they were trying to grape him. Now that's how old some of these notes are. That note I think was one of the first notes I made for the initial HABS 202 notes here. Twiztid. I made a whole video about this. Twiztid goes to Hot Topic and an attempt to clown signal.
All in front of Hot Topic, where we hear that they're selling our new t-shirts.
I got a message from home and they said, hey, Hot Topic's got your shirts again. I don't believe it. We're going to go in and give it a look. I bet they don't have it.
And if they do, we're going to go on a shopping spree.
Now this is old. Obviously, I made a video about this already, but I wanted to show it for context real quick.
All right, it's not that.
Wait. Come down here.
No way.
Look
So they
what
pick
I
out.
see.
They're looking for their shirt.
I know those ugly mugs from anywhere.
Wow. There's another one. There's a winged demon one, too, with the Twiztid in red. I don't see that, so it must be a location thing. Check all your locations. I don't know which one you're going to get. It's like a mystery. A slender man could fit it.
Some love?
That's
Question mark? I've had a lot of people question if this is legit.
I want to buy something
Love
else, too. I want
or-
to see what other kind of band tease.
I mean, I think it is what it is. It's
all
clown
right, I see
signaling.
we're cooking over here. I want the Ice 9 for sure.
That's pretty hard.
Rad. I got the default one.
There you go.
Here it is. And it's olive too. I dig it. All right, there's my 2 choices.
There's no way you could come to Hot Topic and
So I called that clown signaling. That's what I'm going to call that. That's the title of tonight's episode. I believe that is a prime example of twisted clown signaling. And I think I have another example right here for you. I wanted to promote this show before we get to that. This is the show I think we talked about. The Hooligans was promoting in the chat for the last HABS that we did where I recapped Juggalo Island. October 16th in Goodale Park in Columbus, Ohio. Mad homies on this bill. Odious on this bill. Siggy the Psycho on this bill. Dungeon and Waifu on this bill. The Hooligans, like I said. Cyrus on this bill. Yo, I wish I could pop out to this. Slim JD on this bill. The Southwest Killers. I think these might be hooligan names. Stevie Two Dope and Loki. Yeah, pull out to that show for sure, because there's a lot of dope underground talent that are going to be at that show. I think they're desperate because of situations with Zool and Gmo. Yeah, talking Twiztid again. So this is the other example of the clown signaling going on. So Paul, a.k.a. the Child Monoxide, posted on his Instagram and Threads, and I don't know if he posted it anywhere else, this throwback gimmick where he found an old camera and had it developed. I remember this was at the Gathering. It was pitch black in the artist area. I would sneak up and hit the pick and the flash, and the flash was stupid bright, blinded them all. Fun. So yeah, you can see Shaggy there, and yeah, I think this is a clear example of clown signaling. Once again, this time coming from the Child Monoxide. We saw Jesse Matrix there holding up the ICP shirt. Hot Topic. Clown signaling. We've seen the Child Monoxide developing old camera photos and making posts about them. Now, obviously, these are clown signals. They're sending signals, clear signals to the clowns that, please bring us back. Please. Like, because they clearly wanted to play the Gathering so bad this past year. With Jamie making, they clown signaled with that too, eh? Jamie made that post, and Monoxide was bitching about it on live. So they were clown signaling in that way. Thank you. I believe I invented that, and I'm going to take full credit for inventing clown signaling. A new Juggalo term. Please credit me and no one else, and if you don't, well, I'll be sad. But yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. I thought of it when I was doing that fucking video. I thought of it when I was doing the Twiztid video, because I called it virtue signaling at first. But I thought it was because I thought that would really piss off Twist. Yeah, I said twisted Trump marks in there. I thought if I called it virtue signaling, that would be a really funny way to piss off some of those right-leaning Twiztid fans. But I thought it would be even funnier in the moment. And I think you can see it in the edit. You can see me laugh because I think of it and then I start laughing. The clown signaling. So yeah, it's a fun term. I really wanted to name an episode after it, so hence the title of tonight's episode. But yeah, man, what do you think of all this clown signaling? And a more important question, a really burning question. I think I have to do a video about this. I have to do investigative journalism. I have to do investigative juggalism on this. What the fuck is going on with Ritz? Now, I showed you guys several months back video of Ritz talking about his health situation, which was rather concerning because he had another health scare where I believe he was in a coma or something not that long ago. He was in the hospital all knocked out, not looking good. He got out of the hospital, seemed to have been doing good for a while, seemed to be back to his normal Ritz, posting cooking videos and all that good shit. But now, something's going on with Ritz. Now, I'm not going to get too much into it, but if you follow Ritz on social media, I don't know, man. Has anyone else picked up on some weird stuff with Ritz lately? Am I crazy with that? The the first thing that tipped me off was this new song he dropped, which is nothing wrong with the song. The song's fine. I don't have a problem with the song. But the video that he dropped, official music video that he kept stressing, which was a not a widescreen, a portrait mode music video, clearly shot on his phone, not a new phone either, by the way, and not a clean lens phone either, by the way. Shot on his phone with a couple of girls in there, and they're fine. There's nothing wrong with the girls, but they're like just in a living room somewhere in like an Airbnb, or his mom's living room. Ooh, what do we got here? Is that the cream puff?
It's not. It just came out of the oven, but remember those?
Oh, yeah, way better. Show them. That's her cream puff. She had a failed experiment yesterday, 2 days ago.
The flour was shitty flour.
Yeah, that one's very puff. Very cream puff. Congratulations, baby. I know you're psyched about that.
No, Preston. Oh, you fucker.
Oh, you're never getting them out.
I'm gonna sweep them away.
Yeah, use the broom. He's afraid of the broom. So we got like this kind of broom thing that like goes in the handle, like the dustpan. And if you just put the broom in the dustpan in the doorway, like just put it in the doorway, he runs away and he won't cross the threshold of the broom and the handle. He's that afraid of the broom. He's a baby. He is such a baby. And it's not like we're hitting him with the broom, by the way. Don't get any fucking weird ideas. We're sweet as hell to these cats. You see how I baby in these fucking cats on here. He's just a pussy. He's the biggest baby ever. But yeah, man, I don't know what's going on with the Ritz thing. I gotta do a video. There's another video. Somebody, a secret source, I cannot reveal this source, a secret source tipped me off with an interesting conspiracy theory that I think I got to do a deep dive on this one too. The idea, the conspiracy that one necro, if you didn't see the necro video I did about him allegedly prank calling Eminem on Howard Stern 25 years ago, this source, this secret source that I will not reveal at this time, tipped me off to the fact that Necro may be missing his top teeth. Now, this really threw me through a loop, this idea, because I've been watching a lot of Necro interviews, and I've never noticed that. But now I'm watching Necro interviews with a new eye. What do you guys think? Does Necro have his top teeth? I need to know. I've had a sneaking suspicion he's been lying about the health stuff. Last winter when he almost died or whatever, people were in the comments on the post commenting about money being owed. And that's the other thing with Ritz. We're talking about Ritz again there. Ritz is offering features. Paint green wire on the love sign. That's a great idea, Daddy-O. Dog. Imagine if I had green. Oh, imagine if I had the green neon around it. Is that what you mean? Yeah, that's just like a cheap. That's a cheap TJ Maxx neon sign. I guess we maybe could alter it though, right? That is a dope fucking idea. The green around that would be fucking fresh. I could do a custom one. I think those things aren't too crazy expensive to do customs with. Anyway, Ritz, what's going on with Ritz? So what's going on with Ritz? That's the one video I want to make. The other video, what's going on with Necro's teeth? What is going on with Necro's teeth? Yeah, Ryan says, oh my God, I think you're right. Been watching Panda Chop videos. Look at those videos again. Does Necro have top teeth? I'm pretty sure he's got bottom teeth. But I'm not too sure about the top teeth. And now I'm on this whole thing of like, has Necro been missing his top teeth for years and that's why he's got the lisp? This is a very, very deep rabbit hole of a conspiracy theory that could change everything. If I prove this conspiracy theory correct, this could change the underground forever. In my opinion. Okay? Shouts out to Frankie Goldie. His hand is up. Still don't know what that means. If Necro gets into fights and got his shit rocked, hey, that's kind of what I'm thinking, Shelly. Shelly's I do think that's a high possibility. And I don't want to judge people by their opinion, but for some reason, this whole show is a Juggalo conspiracy theory segment, LHRPG, member for 28 months. This whole show is that. Fuck, where was I going? I was about to do a whole fucking gimmick. I got distracted by that. Necro's teeth's getting knocked out. Oh, Necro, and I don't mean to judge or insult anybody, but Necro does not look like he has the best hygiene. And I can see maybe a situation where Necro didn't take care of his top teeths and maybe got his shit rocked. And because he did not take care of his top teeths, he is now missing his top teeths. Vinny Paz Ben had no teeth? Dog, is that true? Top 5 rappers. Top 5 rappers who have no fucking teeth. Top 5 rappers who need teeth work. Top 5 rappers who could use your merch money to go to the dentist. Does he really not have teeth, Vinny Paz? That just blew my mind. Holy shit. That's great. That's great. Can we get some other rappers so I can do a top 5 video? Top 5 rappers that have no teeth? Who else would be? There's got to be a methed out rapper, right? And don't say a Juggalo rapper that... Don't be saying random Juggalo rapper. That's an easy joke. Don't do it. Chat, chill out. He's got veneers? Dog, that's a different one. If we're going on rappers who got veneers, then that's a different conversation. We're gonna name half the fucking underground if we're talking about who's got the little caps over their nubbies, you know what I mean? That's oh man. Who's got the funniest veneers? My vote is for Nori. Nori's got the funniest veneers. Nori's veneers are really fucking funny, man. Nori's veneers are fucking like Tim and Eric like stuff. They're insane. They're insane. Shape said Jay. Jay's veneers aren't that bad. I think Jay's always been self-conscious about, because Jay's got that same snaggletooth fucking thing that I've always had. So I understand, or he had that snaggletooth thing, that little space gimmick. He had that. So I get it. If I could get that shit fixed, I probably would get that shit fixed. So I get it. I don't think Jay's are that bad. I know his shit looks a little crazy when he's got the grills on top of the fucking chompers, though. That's where I think it gets a little crazy. Shaggy has tiny dolphin teeth. Shaggy got teeth like Gladys from Weapons. Shaggy, don't fucking hate me, dog. I love you too, dope. Oh, you're my hero, Shaggy. He's got Gladys. He's got Gladys from Weapons teeth. If anyone gets that reference, shouts out to you. That reference is gonna age so well when you guys see fucking Weapons. When you guys see Weapons, you're gonna be like, man, Humble Among is so funny. You guys are gonna go back and watch this episode and get to this joke, and you're gonna laugh your fucking balls off. Let me tell you. Okay, shit, man. Where are we at? Are we into Ouija stuff? I got a couple of Ouija things to talk. Oh, Ouija did that Facebook Live. I didn't watch that yet. I'm dropping the ball. All right, I'm gonna get into some Ouija stuff. Before we get into this whole thing, I don't know if many people picked up on it. Ouija popped the question. Ouija Macc is engaged. She said yes. So congratulations to Ouija and Ro. I'm not sure how to pronounce Alexis, right? Yeah, it's on his face, dog. Shouts out to Ouija and Alexis. Congratulations. It's been really cute It's been cute, Ouija. It's been really cute and adorable and heartwarming to see how happy dude is. You can tell how happy Ouija is in his posts and shit. That's been really dope to see. So congratulations for real. That's really dope to see. But let's talk about, I think I had a couple of other Ouija's shits to talk about. This is the thing that I thought was really kind of interesting and exciting. So I saw this yesterday, I think it was, this Dolls Kill post, which is, I was like, hey, that paint looks familiar. That's Juggalo paint. That's Ouija's girl, right? Yeah, I think that's Ouija's girl's paint. She just did some shit with stars, I think, like that. So is this a Juggalo collab? And I was talking to Emily about it, right? And I missed this, so I got to give full credit of this shit to Emily for noticing this. She's like, Ouija did this post just a couple of days ago where they're at the Dolls Kill gimmick. Like they're clearly like in like the Dolls Kill headquarters or shit. And she's like, because you can see the logo here, I'll find it. So she showed me this. So they're clearly doing a collab with Dolls Kill that's about to drop. When did they say it's dropping? Guess our next collab, we will give you a hug. So they didn't say when it's dropping, but this will be very interesting. A Ouija Macc Chapter 17 Juggalo / Dolls Kill collab of some sort. Also on this post, Dolls Kill did a bunch of hearts. This was 2 weeks ago. Damn, this is an old ass post now. So I would imagine they cooked up something in this meeting. So yeah, that's interesting. Dolls Kill, Ouija Macc, Chapter 17, Juggalo collab of some sort. Coming soon. I don't know if anyone's actually picked up on that. I haven't seen anybody post or report on that yet. So that might be exclusive. What is it? Clown Signal. Hey, Humble Among, I hope you have a good night, buddy. Whoop whoop. Thank you, Beast Mode the Go. I hope I have a good night too. Whoop whoop. Let's see. Hate the Dolls Kills gimmick. Gentrification is fucked up. Hey, they did something. They did a Clown Girl drop like a year and a half ago, didn't they? I know I talked about that on here. I know a lot of people don't like Dolls Kill because they've stolen designs, right? Isn't that one of the big criticisms on Dolls Kill? They've stolen a lot of designs from people. Yeah, I don't know. I know a lot of people got heat with Dolls Kill. I just think it's interesting because it's a big old platform to be doing a collab, you know? And it definitely will get a lot of people checking out Ouija shit. But, yeah, the ethics of working with a company that has stolen creatively like that is kind of questionable. I get that. Trust me, I get that. Get that like a motherfucker. Yeah, people are confirming that in the chat. Misty and Joshua. Stolen and expensive as fuck. Yeah, I guess it is expensive, ain't it? And sometimes super dodgy quality. But you know what? Emily's still going to end up buying a bunch of that shit. Temu quality. You know, Emily's going to so mark out for this shit. We are going to buy some of it, so we will test it out. We will, like, unbox it and review it and shit. Speaking of which, I got a couple of interesting merch unboxing videos. I was going to not do one for one of these orders, but I think a big chunk of my audience would really appreciate one of these unboxings, especially because of some of the extras that I noticed was thrown in there. Go to bed. No, you go to bed. The hell? Go to bed. We're just getting cranking on this, man. There's still probably like another 40 minutes or so. Guesstimating. Yeah, but it was taking from the artist and not credit paying. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, you gotta at least give credit and pay. If you're making money off of somebody's shit, you can't just take that shit and. Anyway, we're getting into a dodgy territory now. Let me just back out of this conversation. Ouija Macc has a new project coming out called Sunken Church this Friday, September 26th. Since the last time we spoke, 3 songs have come out. Andy Milonakis, Rain Dance, Tunguska, I think is how you say it. And there's a Hatchet Homicide music video coming out on Friday, same day as Sunken Church. I believe there's already a premiere set on Ouija's YouTube for it. Tunguska, I think is that. That's my favorite song. That's my favorite song so far on the Ouija singles that have dropped. Of all the ones that have dropped, that one's fire. Devereaux killed that beat. Necro, I was talking with Devereaux about this. Necro trap vibes like a motherfucker was my initial impression. I love Ouija, but he's allowing all these LA weirdos who want to be El Dandy. Among would you whoa. I don't really, I mean, I would take it. I'm Pal Zadif says, among, would you, thank you for calling me Among, by the way, I appreciate that. Would you like to receive an open vinyl Shaggy fuck the fuck off motherfucker? I mean, I don't do vinyl like that, but if you send it to me, I will give it away to someone who can appreciate it. I'll do it as a giveaway. I just gave away like what, 6, 7? I think I gave away 7 vinyls to people on here last year. I think that was just last year. Because I have a bunch of vinyl, but I don't really like listen to it. The vinyl I have at this point is for collectors' purposes only. Like, I ended up giving away a bunch of my vinyl. Got too political. You stopped reading my comment. Hey, don't get me in trouble, El Dandy. This is gonna be Terra Diaz all over again. Boy. Hey, shouts out to Umo in the chat. Much love, homie. Always much love to Umo. Don't be an eggshell walker, bruh. You are one of the good ones. Well, I appreciate that, El Dandy. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, man. Good people and bad people, am I right? I can't make a blanket statement like that. Because good people and bad people, you know. I know where you're coming from with it, but for the most part, I think Ouija's brought in good people to the scene. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. But I know what you mean. I mean, but you can make that argument about a bunch of people in the scene. I mean, people say that kind of shit about me. But yeah, it is what it is. At the end of the day, if people are interested in the scene, people are interested in the scene. You know what I mean? And and if they're there for the wrong reasons, I think it's really obvious that they're there for wrong reasons. And, you know, it is what it is. Oh, dog. El Dandy is spicy in the chat. Oh, man. Yeah, that's not fair to call Ouija fans cosplay juggalos, though. Because that's just being very dismissive. That's being very dismissive. You could say the same thing. And people do all the time about the ICP TikTokers. They call them the cosplay juggalos. They say that probably more about the ICP TikTok fans than they do even the Chapter 17ers or whatever they call the, you know? Like, you can say that about any new fan of anything. You could say that. They're cosplaying. They're posers or whatever. You just have to look at it for what it is. If they truly like it, they will stick around because they will truly relate with it. If they don't really feel it, they will move on and maybe they don't come back ever again, you know? I mean, it is what it is. It happens in any scene, dog. Like, don't trip on it. I think Cosby Juggalos. It was a house of Cosby Juggalos. They will go. What is your go to bed hang up on, dog? Everyone was a new fan at some point. That part, Shape. I mean, I got a poser. I got called a poser for fuck, man. I got called a poser for getting into ICP in what, 98, 99? Like, by the couple of juggalos that were around here because, or if I would be in on, when I got my computer, right? When I got my computer and I went onto horrorcore.com and I would defend ICP as being, I would defend ICP as being an originator or innovator of horrorcore. A very obvious statement, in my opinion, that I think almost anyone would agree on. And these, you know, motherfuckers would be like, yeah, you know, they would hate on ICP and call me a poser. Like, you're only in this shit for ICP. You don't even care about the other horror. They still say that shit about me. Like, it's a bad thing that I maybe only like mostly ICP, and I don't give a fuck about people who imitate ICP as much. Conservative Juggalos entered the chat. They always be lurking, Frankie. They always be lurking in the chat. And I'm happy that at least some of them are talking tonight. So many times they're just lurking in the chat. I'm happy that they're feeling open enough to talk tonight. Yeah, I haven't even listened to Twiztid's new music, El Dandy. I'll be honest with you. The last Twiztid stuff I heard was some of the re-records that they've done of Freak Show, because I had to because yeah, I was very curious, and I'm so disappointed in Jesse Matrix for self-censoring himself. That's the thing that these motherfuckers that are so these twisted Trumpelos, these conservative Juggalo podcast types, they need to really get on their high horse about this censorship issue of Jamie self-censoring himself and not saying the N-word on some of these songs. What's up with that, dude? Come on. Stand up for censorship. Oh, wait. Stand against censorship. Which one is it again? Anyway. What's going to happen on those songs where ICP's on them? Are they just going to cut off ICP on those because they're re-recording the whole album, right? So what happens with Maniac Killer? You know what I mean? Shit, what happens with the one with 3 6 Mafia? Is ICP on the one with 3 6 Mafia on that record too? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I haven't listened to any of that like rock and roll Twiztid stuff at all. I've heard clips of it, like probably here and there, but I wouldn't even know it if you played it for me. Yeah, Ouija's Sunken Church out September 26th. That is this Friday. ICP going on tour again. They just wrapped up the September tour, did the Juggalo Island show, played Louder Than Life. Going on tour again, and some of the dates are already sold out. Before I could even talk about this tour, I think, on here, the dates have started selling out. Portland, Oregon sold out. The first Denver night is sold out, and Columbia. I don't know what state that's in. The Columbia date in I don't know what date. Let me see if I can find the other flyer real quick. Is that Columbia, Kansas or something? I don't know what date that would, or where what state that would be. Shit, it must be on the phone then. Ugh. Thumbs hurt from the day job. Sticking my thumb up my ass all day. Oh fuck, dog. Here we go. Columbia, Missouri? Yeah, MO is Missouri, right? At the Blue Note. That one sold out as well. So yeah, they're going on tour again. Hallowicked is at the end of that tour. And then there's this GCW versus JCW show going on in October that I'm excited about. Might try to go down to that. I don't know. I really would like to go down to that. Definitely going to be trying to be in the house for this. I think tickets went on sale for this. Me and Kosuke and the crew, Emily, I think as many people as we can bring as possible are going to be trying to pull up to this GCW in Vermont show for sure. I had more notes. Oh, did y'all see? Okay, so Juggalo Island show. Someone on Reddit posted this. Yeah, Shangri-La on Reddit posted this. This is so fucking funny, dog. So this is from the Juggalo Island show. This is a reel posted by the bar that was on the beach. This is posted by Clayton's. And this is a reel that they posted from the show. This is so fucking funny. Yeah. Nice Twiztid sticker over the JCW lunacy. I love when venues do shit like that because it just shows like they don't really know about the culture like that. They're just like, that's some Juggalo stuff, right? Yeah, good enough. Put the Twiztid sticker on there over the JCW lunacy and throw that out there on the socials. That's always funny. Oh, I got stuff in here from before the Juggalo Island show, so give me a second. Be careful leaving Juggalo Island, all that kind of shit. ICP is selling JCW Lunacy commercial space, I saw. I guess I'll pull this up real quick. Close a bunch of these. Much of this is irrelevant. So yeah, commercial spots on JCW Lunacy. Get your product and service in front of the most loyal wrestling fans in the world. Our channel has over 500K subscribers, and each episode averages over 20K views. We have ad options for any size client, 30-second spot on single episode, 400, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You can see the prices right there. But, yeah, if you're a business or a rapper or, I don't know, anything, if you got some bread, these prices aren't that insane, really. So, yeah. If you're trying to put a spot, I mean, if I had extra bread, I would totally do this. But yeah, I gotta master an album still. Still trying to dig myself out of this fucking credit card debt of mine. So yeah, I'm not trying to spend extra bread on that right now. But that's a great humble among equals cosplay juggalo. Fuck you, Frankie. You son of a bitch. Get me all mad again. Next thing you know, he's going to call me the green-haired goober again. I'm going to really have a crash out. Twiztid ain't got internet, dog. Throwback Among. Would you want... Thank you for calling me Among again. I really appreciate that. Wait, is that Is a Def? That's Is a Def, I'm realizing. Shouts out to Is a Def. I was trying to remember your name to Rizal the other night, dog. That's Is a Def in the fucking chat. Shouts out to old school Humble Among broadcast system fans who remember Is a Def. Throwback Among, would you want a 3X large hatchet? Yo, I actually would like that. Yeah, I would actually love that. Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally. I would love that. I would fucking rock that. A Juff is a newbie who would become a Juggalo if they stick with it. Fair enough. I think Juff is just such a played out term just to call anybody who's a newbie that, though. Like, I don't know. You just seem like that's like a little too standoffish for my term. I would call someone a Juff if they were a newbie and they started acting a little bit out of pocket at an event. I don't know, started doing some shit that was a little questionable or something. Then maybe we've reached Juff territory. I don't know. What are we even talking about here? Yeah, Josh, you're so right. The Twiztid sticker reminds me of when the Walmart in Thornville used Boondocks paint on the photo for their sign, on the banner for their sign. Yeah, that's a great example of it too. Yeah, that's a great example of it, Josh. Good pull on that, dog. Shouts out to Josh, Joshua 4050 for that, because that's a great example of that. Yeah, if I had merch money, if I had money to spend on merch right now, one of the things, man, I got a lot of random things. One of the things I would spend it on is these new, which these aren't new actually. They dropped some of these at Juggalo weekend, but some of them definitely are new. So these shirts and shorts combos, specifically I like the shorts. I don't know if I would buy a whole set, but a couple of these I would definitely cop. Yeah, see, the shorts look way doper to me than the shirts for some reason. Yeah, I fuck with those shorts, man. Especially the double clown ones where they're like one being almost like that. That one's a little corny. See, that's the best one right there. This Riddle Box one's fucking crazy. I love that. That one's crazy dope, too. I like that a lot. This one. Yeah. There's a bunch of really cool ones. So that's those are on psychopathicvault.com. I want to talk about that wrestling book. We're talking about merch stuff. Where is that wrestling book that was supposedly delayed as of the gathering at the seminar? Violent Chase said that what did he say? There was the package was going to be late. It wasn't going to arrive on time, but you should be able to order it by the time you get home. That didn't happen. They did play a commercial for the book, a full commercial for the book at the Juggalo Island show. I did notice that when I was waiting in that forever line for my Juggalo ID card. When will we get our cards? A lot of people wondering when we're going to get our cards. That's a good fucking question. I would expect, I don't know. Do you think you get the cards before next gathering? I don't know. I definitely will. We will do an unboxing, obviously, as soon as we get our cards. I don't know. They don't have our emails or anything, so you don't get a shipping notification. I'm assuming we're just going to have to wait and see if it shows up in our goddamn 6 to 8 months. Is that real? Oh, my God. It felt like 6 to 8 months in that line, I'll tell you that. But, yeah, man. Let's see. Let's watch this Kill Tony clip real quick. I don't know, actually. If I watch this Kill Tony clip, I'm almost certainly going to get some sort of strike or something. Well, I'll watch that clip on Twitch. I need to do a Twitch stream soon anyway. Bro, El Dandy. El Dandy said the Hootenanny show was sad to see live. Bro, let me tell you something, El Dandy. I was tripping at that show, right? And I was at that show in person. And the vibe was just off for that show. And Jay was like fucked up. I could just tell Jay was fucked up for that show. And he was not hitting the marks. So I'm sorry to say, but Jay's gotten a lot better. But yeah, he was off on that show. And I was tripping and I could feel the vibes. You know what I mean? And I was just like, man, I hope he's taking care of himself. And I think I was walking around saying that to people. I just hope he's taking care of himself. And like, that was the night. So like the setup of that place is like the fucking porta potties were like so far away from the stage. They were like in the fucking back corner of this giant field that was surrounded by it's like a fucking high school football field or something, but surrounded by a giant fence, about the size of a high school football field type area or something, but surrounded by a giant fence, a chain link fence, and in the back corner, far away from the stage, was some porta potties. So I had to go walk during the clowns to go pee, all the way to these fucking porta potties, and on the way back, and I'm like, I'm tripping, and I see Ouija's over by his merch table, talking to like just one fan, just kind of by himself. He's got a little hat on, got a little ball, like a dad cap on. He's like covering his little baby dreads, trying to be incognito Ouija and shit. And I'm like, fuck, man. I want to go back to the clowns right now because they're playing, but I got to go say hi to Ouija and shit. Like, because he's just standing right there, and I'd be stupid not to at least go say hi to him real quick. Because he's like only got like one fan. He's just like him by his merch table by himself with that one fan. And they're like wrapping up their conversation, like dapping up as I'm walking by. So I'm like, fuck, I got to at least say hi. He's like, the timing of it is so weird. He's going to like at least look at me as I walk by or whatever. But so I walk over and I say hi to him. And I'm like, hey, Ouija, what's up? Humble Among. Just wanted to just come and say hi real quick. Yeah, don't want to take up your time or hound dog you or anything. A little standard thing I usually always say. And he looks at me, and I'm like walking away already. I spit it out so fast, and I'm like walking away basically. And he's like, bro, you're not bothering me. And like, I'm like walking away already. And like, I turn back and I look at Ouija and I'm just like, but the clowns. And I continued walking. That's a real story. That's a real story. I think that was the second time I spoke to Ouija in person. Yeah. Awkward as fuck. I've embarrassed myself in front of Ouija so many times. I think the last time I spoke to Ouija is probably the best I ever did. I think I probably still embarrassed myself on some level just standing awkwardly on that stage, but talking to Ouija that last time was probably the best I ever did without fucking botching it. Let's see. Yeah, I think, is that it? I think that's it, y'all. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Vampiro was on the Shaggy Show last night. If you guys didn't see that, there's a bunch of fucking interesting stuff in there I could talk about. Probably the funniest of which being Vampiro is starting an AI company that is making AI. This is Vampiro's terminology. AI generated comic books, erotica comic books, goth erotica comic books about vampires. And he's like talking about this platform that is going to be a rival to Patreon, where you can post whatever you want. Probably because he was trying to post his AI generated vampire porn, his vampire smut on Patreon, and they didn't let him. So he must be making another a whole nother platform so he can post that stuff. Acetone had Ouija convinced I was gonna. Whoa, what? I'm gonna murk him. What the fuck? I don't know the lore with that. I made an edit for it. He snapped over being called Jusha. Wait, were you talking about Twiztid Tree Line? My bad, dog. Hold on. Ooh. Lots of people are far from racist, but it deems so. What are we talking about? Wait, what are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about Vampiro? Oh, you made an edit for that clip. Oh, I see. I'm picking up on what you're putting down. Yeah, man, that shit's funny. There's a bunch of really interesting stuff. Shaggy alluded to Vampiro I think they've talked about the weird misfit stuff before, but Vampiro was like, it straight up ruined being, they put it like he ruined him being a fan of the Misfits. Jerry Only, specifically, ruined him being a fan of the Misfits. And then he talked some shit about Juventud Guerrero on there, that was a weird-ass moment. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, there's some other shit. There's some other shit that was super funny on that episode, man. Yeah, there's some other wrestling things. Something other wrestling related shit. Good episode though. Really good episode. Vampiro's a great guest. Adorable part at the end worth noting. I think Vampiro's staying with Violent J right now. He mentioned going back to Violent J's. And Shaggy and everyone was like, "Hey, why didn't Joe come? Why didn't Jay come with you?" And Shaggy was like, "Oh, you know how he gets." He was like, "I'm not invited." Violent J. That's so adorable. Violent J is the sensitive type who he's like, "Oh, I'm not invited to the party, so I guess I'm not gonna go. My best friend Shaggy didn't invite me to the Shaggy Show, so I guess I'm not gonna go." Like that's so fucking relatable, dog. And we got a $1.99 super chat. Pop out and show ninjas Juggalo Lo-Fi. Pop out and show ninjas Juggalo Lo-Fi. Hashtag Juggalo Lo-Fi. Thanks for the $1.99 super chat. Juggalo-Fi? Juggalofi? Juggalofi? Is El Dandy Trailer Park Cinderella? What's going on here? Shouts out to TPC. What's going on here, El Dandy? Oh shit. All right. Do I stretch this out further? I think I'm done. Kid Nova I googled Vamp and Juvie had a beef. Oh, okay. I googled it and Vamp and Hoovie had a beef from WCW over a wrestling move that WCW told Hoovie to quit doing. A move that was his finisher and gave it to Vamp or some shit like that. Wrestling move beef, huh? Wrestling finisher beef, huh? Hey, thank you, Shape. I appreciate that. The show is lit tonight. It's been a while since I did a proper HABS, so I've been been itching to get the episode out, honestly. Yeah, dog. What's up? Any more questions, comments? What do you guys want to talk about? Is there anything I missed that we should talk about? Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Update of the Wacko bus situation. Wacko wasn't on the bus, but the Airheads tour bus. We talked about this on the last episode a little bit, the Juggalo Island wrap-up show. I think it was, I forget what city it was in, but the bus got pulled over, and they were in jail for the entire weekend. They are out now. I think as of Monday they got bailed out, or they had their little court date or whatever. So everybody that got locked up from that stupid situation with the Airheads bus is out, according to Shaggy on the Shaggy Show. So that's cool that they're fucking out. They had to wait the whole weekend though, because I think they got locked up on a Friday type beat or a Saturday, so they had to wait the whole weekend type beat. One of those judge ain't on judge ain't here till Monday type of situations. I bet. Purely speculation, of course. Yeah, I was wondering how those dudes were doing. Yeah, we talked about it real briefly last week. Shit, was that was on Thursday, so did that happen that day? Damn, were they in for like 4 or 5 days then? Yo, they were in for like 4 and 5 days, I think. Hey, thank you, Shelly. Thank you. It's like 3 weeks worth of fucking content in this notes. And that's not even everything I wanted to talk about. We dropped 79 frames. No. Was the stream choppy tonight? The camera seemed... Oh, never mind. I was going to compliment the camera for not glitching, and then it glitches. Yeah, we talked about monoxide. We talked about that already, El Dandy. That was the centerpiece of the show, I would say. The clown the clown signaling of it all. We talked about the Hot Topic thing, and that segued in to him posting the old pictures. And then I also connected that to the tissue of them essentially both begging / complaining that they weren't at the gathering this past year. And yeah, you could even argue, I guess, that the whole them playing the ICP verses and having them on the screen and stuff for the Freak Show tour or whatever is a way of clown signaling as well. That was choppy just once. Okay. Yeah, I see 79 frames dropped. Fucking I'm working on a better setup over here, folks. I have a pretty decent laptop with 16 gigabytes of processing, but I think it's CPU, and I really need GPU, which I don't know how much GPU of processing technically this has, and that's where I get into issues, because it'd be taxing the video processor just a little bit too much with this thing. But yeah, it's just a little MacBook Air, so it definitely can get taxed pretty easily. But I'm working on getting hopefully a streaming setup, and I'm gonna change up the set here, this little area here a little bit, to reflect some of those changes that are gonna be coming. Hopefully the next episode you'll get to see one of the first of the new changes implemented. I was hoping we could show that off tonight. Yeah, I got a bunch of videos I need to make, y'all. I want to ask, this is actually something I should have put in the notes. I want to ask y'all's advice. So, right before the gathering, like 2 or 3 weeks before the gathering, I was going to make a video about Tech 9 that I decided not to make because I was getting heat at the time for being quote-unquote too negative. And I knew by making this video that I was going to be creating issues possibly for Tech 9's, I don't know, appearance at the gathering, or like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to cause trouble, basically, because there's this video I want to make. I don't know if you guys saw this interview, but Tech went on a podcast, and he was talking about going to the gathering in 2019 and how he went there with it in his head that he would be met with opposition. So he went there. Essentially, he said he was riding around the gathering looking for problems, which is wild to me. And he checks himself in the interview. I'll give him credit. He checks himself and he's like, and I was so fucking stupid, dog. I was so stupid to think that the Juggalos were going to have any problems with me. And like, it was because it was nothing but love. But he literally was riding around looking for problems. And I didn't make that video because I didn't want to, create some drama or bullshit right before the gathering was text big return. It's going to make me look like I'm trying to create bullshit. But I need to ask y'all, should I still make that video now that the gathering's over with? Because I have all the clips edited. I have the script all written. I literally was about to go and record it one day. Record my little intro and like the interstitial parts and the intros and shit. And I didn't do it because I had this feeling of like, this is going to create some bullshit. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I do it or not? Hells yeah. LHRPG says hells yeah. If you question it, have someone else read your script. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. Do it. Yeah, I'm trying to get someone to build the PC, honestly. Oh, you recommended something. I'm sorry. Twiztid Tree Line. I don't mean to ignore you because you have Twiztid in your name, but yeah, I'm trying to work with somebody about doing that. Pop art picker. Hopefully I can remember that. Thank you. I appreciate that, Twiztid Tree Line. But yeah, I'm definitely trying to work with somebody on making a custom PC. Yeah, especially these days. Like back in my day, like custom PC meant you had to like do a bunch of complicated soldering and like there's a lot more going into it. Everything seems to be almost like plug-in type shit nowadays. Yeah. Definitely trying to update some stuff over here though, because you guys don't seem to mind the video glitch and shit, but it really bugs the shit out of me. I can help you, bud. Hey, let's talk, Can't Spells. Let's talk. PCs have been plug and play since around the mid. Shit, dog. Has it really been like that for that long? I'm old extraneous. You can build it on Newegg and they ship and put it together. Jesus Christ. See, that's how out of it I am. That's how out of it. PC part picker. Okay. Well, you don't have to flex on me and be like, I'm older. Extraneous is like, yeah, I'm older. You're just stupid. Okay, I get it. I'm dumb, all right? Thanks, Extraneous. Really rubbing it in. 81. I'm born in 81. 80, you 85, idiot. Shit. Oh, what strain you blowing? What strain you smoking? Havoc Exotics. Shouts out to Havoc, who gifted me this at Juggalo Island, and I snuck it across the fucking the checkpoint like a criminal, like a real criminal. But yeah, shouts out to Wacko. What I say, Wacko? Havoc Exotics. Shouts out to Havoc. Appreciate that, dog. And shouts out to Acetone and Kenneth for the the Carnival Soup Pack. I've already finished that. I finished that. Fuck, I think we finished that before we left Juggalo Island because I was still in let's try to smoke all this weed mode. So yeah, I think I rolled that whole eighth into blunts when we got back that night. But that shit's good. I think that might have been some of the first time I tried the Carnival Soup shit. Frankie, why are you talking Olive Garden? Frankie's ready for dinner, clearly. Frankie's at the job right now, being like, man, you know what would hit? Olive Garden. I'm gonna talk Olive Garden all night in the chat. When I get off my shift, I'm going to Olive Garden, dog. I think I've only been to Olive Garden like twice in my whole life. Yeah, straight up. I think only like twice. I think once when I was a kid in South Carolina, I went, and then once when I was an adult up here, I went. I remember liking it as a kid and being really unimpressed when I was an adult. You'll humble among. I've been out of the loop a minute, but did you do Lost Lands this year? No, I didn't. Unfortunately, didn't do security due to ride reasons. But that was dope seeing you there last year. I worked the wristband gate. Hey, shouts out to Kid Nova. We were actually talking Lost Lands earlier in the stream, and I was almost certainly referencing you, Kid Nova. Yeah, we didn't go to Lost Lands, unfortunately. I went to this Juggalo Island gimmick that was in South Padre, Texas, the weekend before. So I literally drove all the way from New England to Texas, the southernmost tip of Texas. Almost the southernmost tip of the almost the northernmost tip of the United States, all the way down to one of the most southern parts of the United States. It was crazy, but yeah, I had serious FOMO. Seeing some of the posts and shit, it looked dope. It looked really dope. But yeah, when they ask you how much cheese you want. Spin the whole block. Wait, Frankie, do you have fucking you get an Olive Garden Type 5 or something? These are like, that's a pretty good joke, dog. Frankie's working on his Olive Garden stand-up bit over here. That's pretty good. Hey, shouts out Precious Juggalos. Look what I found, dog. Shouts out to Precious Juggalos, for real. Found that in my backpack the other day, and I had a flashback memory of like, oh my God, that's right. And I never showed that on stream. So I put that over on the Krusty, the clown doll box over there. So that lives over there now. Frankie, what? Yeah, man, my apologies on that, because I was like cleaning out my shit and I found a couple of other things in my backpack. I'm like, oh, we didn't show this on stream. And then I found that in the very, very bottom of my backpack. And I was like, oh my God. And it all came back to me. So do not worry. It's living there. I actually need to put it next to my Homer. I have a very similar Homer Buddha that is golden like that motherfucker. So I'm going to put my Homer Simpson Buddha right up there. What's in Humble's bag? Drugs. Nothing but drugs. Nah, usually, shit, if you go in my bag, there's probably like a bunch of blunts in there, probably some weed in there, probably a couple of chargers for the phone, probably my whole gimbal is stuffed in there for some reason. Some wet wipes, some cologne, some deodorant. Yeah. Pens, maybe. Some charge cables. Notebook. Maybe my laptop, if I'm bringing my laptop. I have a go bag, which is basically weed. Yo. Your apocalypse go bag is like, yeah, I just got weed, dog. Yeah, it's good. End of the world. I got my weed, dog. We good. Let's go. I was about the wire. Just paint the green. Oh, just like paint the whole thing. I see what you mean. Man, that was a really long space. Daddy-o, that was a really long space between comments. We talked about that, what, like an hour and a half ago? That was a long time ago. Oh, man, we've been just chilling for the last 15 minutes. We're over 2 hours now. Hey, shouts out to everybody who pulled up. I'm going to wrap this up now, I think. But yeah, man. Somewhat a bit baked. Yeah, just a little bit, dog. Yeah, once again, shouts out to Havoc. Shouts out to Havoc Exotics. Appreciate Havoc. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get the fluck out of here. I don't know. Oh, I need to upload that other Twitch stream for the alienated. If you're alienated, if your name is green in the chat right now, which I only see LHRPG green in the chat right now. There's a severe lack of green in the chat right now. If you're green in the chat right now, you can go watch me watching some of the recent influencer gathering vlogs. Part 1 is up now from about a month ago. I'm going to upload part 2 from, I don't know, a couple weeks back, something like that. I'm going to do a part 3 on Twitch real soon. Yeah, I gotta figure out which ones we haven't watched. There's been so many that have come out since then. I think Wacko's gathering vlog is out. Lad Fury has one of his own. Shit, I think Tara Diaz's is out. There's one I just added there today. Oh, Therapy Gecko, Frankie. Therapy Geckos came out today. So go watch that one. The Therapy Gecko one came out right before I went live. I just put it in my notes. So yeah, gathering vlogs more than ever, and it's I mean, we're still only like what, 2 months out after the gathering, and there's been so many. There's more than ever this year. Humble, do you still talk to Stoney? I have not talked to Stoney in a minute. Hopefully Stoney's doing good. Hopefully it's positive vibes to Stoney. Hopefully he's doing good. Clownvis tonight at 8 p.m. on YouTube. Thank you, Michelle. Oh, Clownvis already on then. All right, I'm going to get out of here, y'all. Y'all go watch Clownvis or something. All right, love you guys. Whoop, whoop. Have a good night. More stuff coming, man. There's stuff coming, I promise. I promise I'm going to do things. I did this, damn it. All right, I love you guys. Whoop, whoop, and broadcast. Thank you very much.